Why are you chasing women who don't even care if you exist? You're out here sending double texts, watching their Instagram stories, waiting for a reply that might never come. But what if I told you that's the exact reason she's not interested? What if I told you the more you chase, the more you push her away? Today, I'm going to reveal the brutal truth most guys don't want to hear, but need to. You've been lied to. Chasing her is the biggest mistake you're making. Instead, I'll show you how to make her chase you. The moment you stop seeking her attention, the moment you take back control, is the moment everything changes. This is not some feel-good advice. This is about flipping the script in a world where men are getting it all wrong. If you're tired of feeling powerless, stick with me, because this is going to change the game. Here's the harsh reality. The more you run after her, the less she cares about you. And it's not because she's evil or playing some complicated game. It's simple human nature. Women are hardwired to be attracted to strength, confidence, and power, qualities that are in direct opposition to chasing. Think about it. When was the last time you were truly attracted to someone who was begging for your attention? Never, right? So why are you doing it? I get it. Society tells you to be nice, to show your feelings, to be available. But let me break it to you. Nice guys finish last. That's not a cliché, it's the truth. Women don't respect men who are constantly at their beck and call. They want the man who is focused on his own mission, the man who has options and isn't scared to walk away. Today, we're going to tap into the core principles of Stoicism, principles that will give you the mental fortitude to stop caring about what she thinks and start focusing on what you need. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to stop fighting for her attention and make her fight for yours. Before we dive in, if this kind of content hits home for you, consider joining the channel membership or just hitting subscribe. Both help us keep delivering life-changing content like this, and it ensures that as many men as possible get access to the truth. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Stop seeking validation. Validation is the silent killer of men today. You're out here like a dog chasing a bone, begging for scraps of attention from women who aren't even interested. Do you ever stop and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why are you putting someone on a pedestal who hasn't earned it? Seeking validation is the ultimate form of weakness. Every time you text her first, every time you double text because she didn't respond, you are lowering your value in her eyes. Women don't want the guy who's always there at her beck and call. They want a challenge. They crave the thrill of uncertainty, the man who can walk away. Every guy is liking her posts, commenting on her stories. You know what that makes you? Just another guy in her DMs, easily replaceable, easily ignored. Do you think a man who respects himself is going to waste his time competing for someone's attention online? No way. A man with value lets women come to him. He's too busy building his empire to care about who is or isn't texting him back. This is the hard truth. When you chase her validation, you are telling her she's better than you. And you know what happens? She loses interest. Women are biologically wired to be drawn to men who are focused on themselves, who don't need their approval to feel complete. Stop being that guy who's always available, always seeking her attention. The minute you stop chasing her, the minute you stop caring whether or not she's impressed, is the minute she starts chasing you. That's power, men. Take it back. Number 2. Let go of the chase. You've been conditioned to believe that chasing women is part of being a man. But here's the hard truth. Chasing does nothing but lower your value in her eyes. The more you chase her, the more she pulls away. This is not just about dating. It's about a power dynamic. Women desire men who don't need them, men who are focused on their own mission. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you saw a high-value man chasing anyone? Exactly. It doesn't happen. Think about it. Every time you text her first, every time you try to win her back after she's disrespected you, you are silently telling her that she's more valuable than you. And once she knows that, you've lost the game. Women are wired to be attracted to strength, not desperation. The strongest play you can make as a man is to walk away, even if it kills you inside. She will either realize your value and come back, or she'll prove she was never worth your time in the first place. Either way, you win. Here's where men mess up. They think that walking away is about punishing her, but it's not. Walking away is about proving to yourself that you are in control of your emotions. You're telling yourself, I don't need her validation to feel complete. Once you embrace that mindset, the entire dynamic shifts. She'll sense the change in you, and guess what? She'll start chasing you. Number 3. Master self-control. Let me be brutally honest here. Most of you have absolutely zero self-control when it comes to women. You get one text from her, and what do? You're all over it, replying in seconds like you've been waiting your whole life for that one notification. And this is exactly why she doesn't respect you. This is why she doesn't see you as a man of value, because you have no control. Let me tell you something. Women are like cats. The more you chase, the more they run. But the second you stop, they get curious. They start wondering why you're not all over them anymore. And that's when the tables turn. Self-control is your greatest weapon in dating, and most men don't use it. It's not just about waiting a few minutes to text her back. It's about controlling your emotions, your actions, your desires. Let her wonder what you're doing. Let her question why you're not as available as she expects. You know what happens when you show too much availability. You lose value. You become predictable, and predictability is boring. The worst thing you can be in modern dating is boring. The next time she texts you, let her wait. Not because you're playing games, but because you're busy living your life. You're busy building your future, focused on your mission. Self-control isn't just about holding back on that text. It's about controlling the whole interaction. The man who can master self-control is the man who commands respect. You stop becoming an option and start becoming the priority. Show her that you're not dependent on her attention for your validation, and watch how fast the dynamic shifts in your favor. Number 4. Reclaim your peace of mind. Why are you losing sleep over someone who's barely thinking about you? Be honest with yourself. How many times have you checked your phone, hoping for a text that never comes? How many hours have you wasted stalking her social media, dissecting every post for hidden meanings? Man, this is pathetic. You're giving her power over your peace, and she's not even earning it. The harsh truth is this. The more you worry about her, the less attractive you become. Women sense desperation, and nothing turns them off faster. You're a man, not a slave to your emotions. Stoicism teaches that your peace of mind is sacred, and no one, no woman, should have the ability to take that from you. When you allow her to occupy your thoughts, you're telling her she has control over you. That's weak. Instead, take that energy and invest it in yourself. Get your mind right. Go hit the gym. Focus on your goals. If you're sitting around waiting for her to give you attention, you're wasting time. And the worst part? She knows it. Women always know when a man is obsessed with them, and they'll use it to their advantage. You want to be respected. Reclaim your peace. Show her and yourself that you don't need her to be happy. The moment you stop worrying about her, the moment you stop caring if she texts you back, is the moment you become free. And trust me, that's when she'll notice. She'll wonder why you're not chasing anymore. She'll start thinking about you. But by then, you won't care, because you'll have already reclaimed your power. Number 5. Silent confidence. Let me give it to you straight, men. The loudest guy in the room is usually the weakest. Women don't want a man who brags, who constantly needs to tell everyone how great he is. They want the man who lets his results do the talking. You know why? Because silent confidence is rare. It's the ultimate sign of a man who knows his worth without needing to announce it. Think about the modern dating scene. Most men are out there peacocking, flaunting their money, their status, their looks, desperately trying to win her attention. But the man who stands out is the one who doesn't play those games. He doesn't need to impress anyone because he's already impressed with himself. He knows what he brings to the table, and he's secure in that knowledge. Here's the truth. Women can't resist a man who doesn't need them. Silent confidence signals that you're not going to bend over backward to prove yourself, and that drives them crazy. It's the mystery, the intrigue, the calm power of a man who is at peace with himself. When you're not chasing, when you're not bragging, you become the guy every woman wants to figure out. Stop telling her what you're doing. Stop trying to convince her. Just show her through your actions. Be the man who doesn't seek validation because he knows his value. That's the guy who wins in life. Number 6. Build self-worth from the inside. Here's a hard truth no one will tell you. If your self-worth is based on how much attention you get from women, you're setting yourself up for a lifetime of disappointment. Look at it this way. Women's attention is fleeting. 1 minute, she's blowing up your phone. The next, she's left you on read for hours, days even. Why are you allowing something so unstable to define your value? This is where most men go wrong. They tie their sense of self to how much validation they get externally, from women, from social media likes, from how many girls they can attract. And this is weakness. The man who needs constant approval to feel good about himself is a man who will forever be a slave to others' opinions. Real self-worth. It's built from the inside. It's built by knowing who you are and what you bring to the table, regardless of who acknowledges it. You think women want a guy who's desperate for their validation. No, they want a man who doesn't care whether they approve or not because he's already validated himself. Women crave a man who knows his value without needing them to confirm it. Stop chasing external validation and start chasing your own personal growth. Hit the gym, learn a new skill, crush it in your career. The more you invest in yourself, the less you'll rely on anyone else to make you feel like a man. And here's the kicker. When you stop needing their attention, that's when they'll start giving it to you freely. That's the game, and once you learn how to play it, you'll never lose. Number 7. Focus on growth. Here's the reality most men don't get. Women aren't truly attracted to a man who's stuck in the same place. They're wired to seek out men on a mission, men with drive, ambition, and purpose. If you're not constantly improving, leveling up, and working towards something bigger, you're just another guy taking up space. Let me put it simply. Stagnation kills attraction. In today's world, most men have been conditioned to believe that being nice or supportive is enough to win her over. That's a lie. Nice guys are boring. Women don't want someone who's always available, someone who's just coasting through life, waiting for her approval. They want a man who's out there conquering his goals, not sitting at home waiting for her to text back. The next time you feel tempted to focus all your energy on her, stop. Redirect that energy into building yourself up. Hit the gym, start a side hustle, learn a new skill, get your money right. When you're out there improving yourself, she'll notice. Trust me, it's not about telling her what you're doing, it's about showing her that you're a man on a mission. And you know what? When she sees you leveling up, that's when she starts chasing you. Suddenly, you're no longer just an option, you're the prize. Women are attracted to success. They want to be part of a man's journey to greatness. So stop focusing on her and start focusing on becoming the best version of yourself. When you do that, you'll realize that the right woman will gravitate towards you, not because you're chasing her, but because you've built a life worth joining. Number 8. The moment they start to miss you. The second you stop giving them attention is the exact moment they start missing you. Women are wired to respond to scarcity. When you're constantly available, constantly seeking their approval, you lose value. You become disposable, just another guy in her inbox. But when you stop chasing, when you go silent, something interesting happens. She starts to wonder. She starts to miss the attention she once took for granted. It's not because she suddenly realized how amazing you are, it's because now you're not there. And that void, it drives her crazy. This is why, after a breakup, the guy who moves on first always wins. While she's expecting you to beg, to plead, to fight for her attention, you're focused on leveling up. You're working out, building your business, and focusing on your growth. She starts to notice that you're not reacting like every other guy. She sees your absence and begins to question her choices. The reality is, women are drawn to men who know their worth. When you pull back, it forces her to reassess her own value in your life. And trust me, when she realizes you're thriving without her, that's when she'll start texting, calling, and trying to get back in your life. But here's the kicker. By that point, you won't even care. You'll be so focused on your own growth that you'll realize she wasn't worth chasing in the first place. Number 9. Set boundaries. Here's the hard truth. If you don't set boundaries with a woman, she will walk all over you. Why? Because women test men. They want to see how far they can push you. And when you let her get away with disrespect, whether it's ignoring your calls, flirting with other guys, or canceling plans last minute, you're teaching her that you have no spine, and a man without a spine is a man she doesn't respect. Let me make this clear. Respect is everything. If she doesn't respect you, she will not value you. You see, most men are so afraid of losing a woman that they allow bad behavior and make excuses for her actions. This is weakness, and it's exactly why she'll treat you like a doormat. When you fail to enforce your boundaries, you become the nice guy. She walks all over and eventually dumps. You want to be the man she respects. Then you need to man up and set the rules. Here's how it works. From the moment you start dating, make it crystal clear what you expect and what you won't tolerate. Is she late to meet you? Call her out. Did she disrespect you in front of others? Cut her off for a few days. Don't just tell her what's unacceptable. Show her by taking action. Women respect men who respect themselves. And boundaries are the line in the sand that make her realize you are not like every other guy who lets her get away with disrespect. Number 10. Daily affirmations for unbreakable mental strength. Men, it's time to wake up. In today's world, you're told to be vulnerable, to express your feelings, to seek validation through others. Let me be real with you. That's a trap. Society wants you soft because soft men are easier to control. But here's the truth. You don't need anyone else to tell you you're enough. That's why you must start every day with affirmations that reprogram your mind to reject the garbage being thrown at you. Here's one. I am the prize. That's right. Repeat it every day. I am the prize. And you better believe it. You are the one who brings value to the table. You are the man who creates opportunities. Don't let anyone, especially a woman, make you feel like you're not good enough. If you wake up every morning believing you need to prove yourself to her or anyone else, you're setting yourself up for failure. Start affirming that you are worthy of respect, of attention, and of love on your own terms. Let me tell you something. She needs you more than you need her, but she'll never tell you that. Women are programmed to look for strength in a man, and if you don't believe in your own strength, how can you expect her to? You must train your mind to be unbreakable. Every time you say, I am the prize, You are building a fortress around your self-worth that no woman, no boss, no situation can penetrate. Your mindset is your weapon. Arm yourself. The game changes the moment you decide to stop playing by their rules. You are not a puppet in someone else's play. You are the director of your life. All the validation, the attention, the power you've been seeking, it's been within you all along. You don't need to chase it. You command it. When you walk away from the chase, when you put yourself first, that's when everything around you shifts. People will notice. Women will notice. You become a magnet for everything you once thought you had to beg for. Here's the truth. You've been sold a lie that you need their attention to feel valuable. But the reality is, you hold all the cards. Every time you choose yourself, every time you set boundaries, every time you walk away from what doesn't serve you, you're stepping into your true power. And guess what? They're going to feel that power. They'll wonder why you're no longer chasing, why you seem so untouchable. That's when they start running toward you. But don't take my word for it. Experience it for yourself. Start today. Reclaim your time, your energy, your focus. Turn your life into something that you control. The results will speak for themselves. Now, here's what I need you to do. If you're ready to stop chasing and start living on your own terms, subscribe to the channel right now, or better yet, join the membership. Every bit of support helps us keep creating this content and making it accessible to men like you, who are tired of playing by the old rules. But that's not all. I want you to take action today. Drop a comment below with, "I am the prize." Let the world know you're done chasing, done begging for attention. This is your declaration. And trust me, once you start believing it, everything in your life will change. So, hit that subscribe button, join the membership if you can. You're not just watching a video, you're starting a revolution for yourself.